Tom Stevens. I'm going to show you how I use an electric fillet knife. I always fillet my bluegills and other fish. And you take the bluegill, I turn it over, the back fin's away from me. That's how I do it. I start at the tail, and it just takes practice. And you bring along that backbone, watch your knife right here, and you'll see how it's cutting along the backbone. And you cut up to this, past the head a little bit there, right up to here, and to the bottom. Turn it over. I don't cut it off yet. That's how I do it. I cut it at the tail again. Start again. And I watch this fin because it has a tendency to go over the knife, and you'll or here too. And you get under the knife above the fin, and you cut to the head, and you slice it off on an angle. Get that top meat. And there's one fillet. There's the backbone. It's electric fillet knife. There's not much on it. Come back, other side. Cut that off. Cut off any guts, of course. But I have a kind of a assembly line here. I got tail for guts, got my fish, and then my fillets in the water. And I take my knife, go under the ribs. Cut that off a little bit, off at the bottom here. Some of that's kind of not much good anyway. And I make right through here is the bones, the backbones that are left from cutting off the ribs. I make a V right in there. You can feel it kind of. It takes practice. Take a little V, cut through there twice. You don't waste much meat. Come back. You lose a little meat right there where you fillet that skin off. And you get that little tag off there. And sometimes there's a little bit right around that backbone. Just peel that off. It's a little dirty, but it's going to wash off when you wash it off. And then you take your other fillet and you do the same. Come in right in top of the rib cage. Come down and just slice it like that. You gotta watch your finger too. You're gonna cut your finger, but I've only twice cut my finger, and that was on walleyes. And cut that off across there. Get that skin off, the bottom skin. And then I make another V in this rib cage bones. Make two cuts. Put my finger here and hold the tail. And take that skin right off. That's where a lot of your fishy taste comes from. And you take a little tag. Sometimes you have to cut it. And then you got a little tag here off the backbone. And there's your fillet. And I got a little scale right there. That's why I cut that off. And there's your fillet. It's virtually probably 95, 98% bone free. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. Try it again. Just watch that. Watch your blade going along the backbone on top. And your bottom will follow. Go to the top right up here. Flip it over. Don't cut it off yet. Watch those fins, lay them down as best you can. They have a tendency to want to come up, and you'll cut that back into that backbone. And you come up here in the head, cut that off. You can see that? Hardly any flesh on that. Sometimes you can come in behind if there's any on there and take that off. And like a filet mignon. Head. Backbones, all gone. Just got the rib cages right here. You just come in right at the top, cut that off. Like I said, I cut that off right there. Most of the skin and the bone went in. Cut the. Sometimes you'll forget. Make a V. There's the fillet. There's the tag. There's a little tag right there. Sometimes it'll peel off. Usually. There's the fillet. And the last one. Do it again. Cut in behind that rib. Just go under the ribs. And go under those bones. And then cut that off. You can leave that on if you want to, but there's not much meat there. And then make a V cut. Just a narrow cut. Hold the tail with your finger. You can hold on to some of the flesh if you want to. Flip it over. away. Bluegill. Best eating fish there is.